Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart at Kelly in Vegas on Twitter, joined by Tony Finn at Finn at WagerTalk, Ralph Michaels at Cal Sports LV. I asked Tony if he was ready to embarrass himself again for this video, but the answer was no. So I'm going to embarrass myself instead.
Tony, you know what? I tried to get Ralph in Vegas, but that was gone.
Ralph in Vegas is gone.
Kelly or Marco could do it, I should do it, but damn.
All right, guys, we're rounding out
No
preseason top 25, number 22 Syracuse. Somebody tell me I'm wrong here. I'm not sold on this Syracuse team. It seems like there's a lot of hype surrounding them. I'll let you start, Ralph.
Well, I can agree. You know, my power ratings have them 31, so okay. I believe they're a good team, you know, and you look at what they've done, 10 wins for the first time in 17 years. And you think of Dino Babers and you think of, you know, the Baylor offense, what he did at Bowling Green and is the pass happy. He ran the ball 50% of the time last year. And it's helped his defensive numbers. They went from 501 yards, 39 points per game 3 years ago, 444, 32 points per game, down to 427, 27 points per game because of that offense and because Dungy could run as a quarterback. We're not going to have that same luxury this year. But I look at him, and even though they're a decent team, they're going to win their fair share of games. They play my number 60th schedule. That's like a AAC team or a Mountain West team. When you're down in the middle of the pack of 130 teams, that's how weak their schedule is. Liberty, Maryland, Holy Cross, and Western Michigan as non-conference opponents. They're going to be a double-digit favorite in 6 games. They're going to be a 7+ point favorite in 8 games. So right there, you expect them to win 8 games.
You do, but you expect this Syracuse team that did well as an underdog this last couple of seasons to maybe see some regression because now they're in the favorite role.
I agree. You do have to learn how to, you know, and an axiom I use often is you have to learn how to win before you learn how to cover.
Okay.
And they have learned how to win, but they're only going to be a dog against Clemson and Florida State. So they're going to be in a lot of games. But, you know, this is a team that I can see they're going to win 8 games. No matter what you think of them, just because they're in that spot. Why
do we even have Tony on this video?
When they get to 10, I think they probably will. But again, it's because of a weak schedule. So I think it's going to be a very good situation to play against them in those 2 dog roles and in those 2 roles when they're a small favorite because of the competition.
You guys can tell these are the 2 guys I like to pick on the most. Mr. Finn. It's all out of love. Give me some love for Syracuse, or maybe give me some of the flip side.
Well, you mentioned before the video started, you said they're overrated.
I just feel like there's a lot of hype surrounding them. Maybe not necessarily overrated, but I feel like there's a lot of chatter.
The ACC was horrible last year.
Exactly, and I think the ACC is not going to be that great again this year. As you mentioned, Florida State, Clemson, Syracuse is probably the 3rd best team.
And I said to you a different word, and I think they're overvalued. Here's the deal. 2 years ago, I made a nice little pocket full of change on Syracuse, especially in the Clemson game when they, because of Dungy and because of the way they ran their offense, Clemson's front 7 was very short. These guys were playing too many snaps, and Syracuse, Babers just basically said, "Listen, I'm going to snap the ball 95 times, and I'm going to wear your defense down." And they won the game outright against a really good Clemson team that was short, even long. This is a different team. DeVito is not Dungy. They're going to be. There's a lot we don't know. How many screen passes are they going to run with a downfield passer like DeVito, a pocket passer per se? Are they going to? Really, the best way to highlight DeVito and give him the best chance to succeed is probably running the ball more. So I don't think they're going to score as much as they did under Dungy.
Okay.
And and their defense, while it's improved, it's very much like Ralph said, and that is, I think it improved last year because a lot of talent left the ACC. It wasn't as good as the year before, and I don't think I agree with you. I don't think it is Clemson and the rest of the ACC. This is not the SEC. It's not, and the Big 12, Oklahoma, we talked about that, Oklahoma and the rest.
So are you looking to bet against Syracuse earlier?
Yeah, listen, here's the deal. I am not comfortable. At this point in time right now, with 3 of us sitting here and what we know about Syracuse and what Babers is going to do with DeVito, I am not comfortable laying double-digit points. Just not until I see more.
Okay. Yeah. Ralph, final word?
Well, you know, it's a situation where I think Babers has to adjust the team he had, and I agree with Tony on that point that you know, he was a pass-happy team. DeVito had some experience. I think he played during Clemson and Florida State last year, and he let him play the whole second half. But I am still surprised with everything we talked about that I had him number 31 in my power rating video. So even though I'm down on them and they're not good, they're in a favorites role, all summer when I worked on my power ratings and my teams and my situations and my units, I still had him as my number 31 team. So that even surprises me as I handicap when you put two together, take what my power rating was that I posted, do work for a video. Even I had him, even I was surprised that they're there. I would have thought in my mind I had him lower than that.
And they lose their starting tackles, both of them, on offense. So, again, I want to see a couple games. I want to see them play.
Hang out, watch, see how they do. All right. Make sure to like and share our videos. Want to share some of your thoughts, maybe give us some feedback or suggest a video. Leave us a comment below and be eligible to get a free week of service.